Hi, I'm Dick Billows, and we're hiking the critical path, actually snowshoeing again today at 8,500 feet up in the Rocky Mountains. We're going to talk about those situations project managers find themselves in very frequently, where they meet with executives and they get asked some tough questions in front of the group. And you need to be able to think fast on your feet and also know what to say. It's an important part of our training. So let's look at some situations, see the kind of questions executives ask, and then we'll talk about what kind of answers to give, and focusing on the good answers to give.
Good job. Now, I know that all of you must have questions about this project, so let's proceed with the questions.
I have looked at this project plan and I am certain that this will fail. We have many people in other departments who lack direction, initiative, and any work standards. This project plan trusts them too much. We need step-by-step, minute-by-minute instructions for everyone.
Well, they loved that presentation, didn't they? Not an unusual kind of response. And you had objections that are fairly classic ones that we hear from executives in organizations where project managers are trying to do a cross-functional project involving people from multiple departments. Makes you wish you could have a team of all contractors, doesn't it? But we can't do that here. We have to use these people, so we need to deal with the objections. Let's start with the micromanager, the guy who spoke first. And he wants a lot more detail in the plan, and people need guidance, and he wants you to reduce the project team to people who are just following a menu of steps, having no commitment to them, having no ownership of the results. And we want to keep the focus where we're talking about people accountable for deliverables, and we're not trying to manage every pencil sharpening that they have to do to produce their deliverables. So we might say to him, I understand your concern about people getting lost, but frankly, we'll get better project results if we make it crystal clear what deliverable every member of the project team has to deliver, and then we'll make a good estimate of the work to deliver that deliverable, and then people will have some ownership of their results, and hopefully we'll do problem solving to deliver those results.
Agnes, I'm just speechless that you've allowed this project manager to assign work directly to my department. I mean, we need to discuss the meaning of chain of command. This plan violates all the principles of that proven approach. Do you understand the meaning of chain of command?
This organization needs this project, and I need all of you to work together as a team.
Now, this second executive is a real peach, isn't she? Someone you'd want to sit next to on a long overseas flight. She raises another classic objection, which is, why should the project manager have authority over my people? And she raises something that you hear whenever you do a cross-functional project. One person can only have one boss. We confuse our people if we have two bosses. And we hear that objection, and boy, if you do that, then you wind up having to work through the line manager and not deal with the individual team member directly, which means you lose all ability to motivate them, get them excited about the project, and to spot problems early. They're dealing with their boss, and your project is very much a secondary concern, something we'll do when we have nothing better to do here in the department. So we need to answer this objection, and we need to say, first of all, people can have two bosses. It happens all the time, and it works very, very well. We just have to follow two rules. I'm going to be assigning your people work in defined periods of time. 4 hours a week for the month of June, and only during those agreed upon periods would I assign them work. You're going to know what the assignments are, but I want to work directly with your people to be sure they're clear, and so we can work together to solve any problems that happen to come up during that defined period. Managing your people that way is the only way we're going to get a cross-functional project done. So we have to forget that outdated one employee, one boss thought and think about the matrix organization where people in defined periods of time can work for somebody else. While we're talking about this, I'd also like to have some input into the employees' performance reviews. Yeah, I can see you don't like that, but that's going to make the project assignment of importance to them, and frankly, the organization thinks this